I'm really excited about these classes this time, man. Everybody really put forth their best effort. And we got 6 people coming up, 4 comics and 2 storytellers. The first person that's coming up to the stage right now, she did comedy a few years ago. She says it was many, many years ago, but I just don't believe it. She was doing comedy for quite a while, and then now she works with children here in the area. She's got her own 501c3 company. Give it up right now, everybody, for Sunny Monnig! Come on!
Well, gee, it's good that I can't see a damn thing. I thought I'd be able to see faces. All this lighting. Anyway, my name is Sunny Monnig, and I haven't done this in about 30-some years. So there'll be maybe some lulls in my monologue because I'll forget. But I did do something. Can y'all read that? So every time I look at that, you'll know you kind of lost me. Sometimes there may be, large gaps of silence. It's because I've forgotten something. Well, listen, you've been a great audience. Thanks so much. Anyway, I'm here to talk about getting old, okay? Getting old really sucks. I mean, I didn't think it would be this bad. It's terrible. I mean, I've never been old before. It's terrible. Oh my God. I did find out 3 things about getting old. I know this so far. Number one, everything either goes brown, you get those brown spots, or it goes gray, your hair gets gray, or it drops off. And you never know where they're going to go, so you don't care. But now we're lucky because we have so many products out there now that help us old folks look younger, feel younger, and live a better life, okay? I call them spare parts. Like a new knee, a new hip, a new shoulder, a facelift, Botox. I mean, it's all out there for you, and they're wonderful. But I have some warnings for you here. Sometimes the new ones are not all they're cracked up to be. Like I had a friend of mine who got a new knee, and she always liked to date younger guys. And she was about 3 months before she started dating again, and she dated this younger man. They were very happy, and one night they went to her house for dinner, and they decided to, make out, because that was they knew each other, and it was time. Well, anyway, when you have a new knee, you can kick it, and you can run on it, and you can walk on it, but it can't torque real well. So anyway, she said it was awful. They were all, together, and she got to the part where she tried to wrap her left leg around the guy's back, and the big crack, the crack was so bad, it just shook the whole house. Followed by, her reaction, oh my God, Jesus Christ, what? And the guy got up and ran to the window and looked out. She said, what the hell's going on? I said, Jesus, I thought a tree fell on my car. A shoulder isn't much better either. Now, my husband and I, every once in a while, we don't get frisky. Not too often, but we do get frisky. And he loves golf, okay? Now, he moves a little faster than I do in bed, particularly when you have a false shoulder. So by the time I get in bed and get all ready, get my shoulder up, with pillows and stuff, I got all ready and I was so happy. I said, all right, honey. Well, he's out in the fridge getting a beer watching the golf game. So see, sometimes it just doesn't work. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you about, now see here, I'm looking at this shoulder. Oh, the lingo. If you want to date younger men, you have got to learn the lingo that's going around now with the youngsters, with the young people. I mean, I went to a singles, not a dance, but sort of a meeting, and the first guy came up to me, and he said, what's your Twitter handle? Well, I kicked him right in the crotch. That's a terrible thing. The next guy came up, and he was kind of nice. He chatted with me for a while, and then he asked me if I wanted to hook up. So, hook up? He goes, yeah, you really enjoy it. Let's hook up. I thought, And then I thought, well, maybe I know what he's saying. I said, okay, I'll hook up. And I got out my little iPhone, and I plugged in the little thing in the back, and I put my earbuds in, turned on the music, and I was hooked up, man. I was having a good time. Now, I couldn't hear what he was saying because I had the music in my ears, But I don't think he was real happy. And he sort of looked at me and shook his finger at me and gave me the finger, and then he left. So I didn't do too well with that either. Okay, now I'm to the good part. The trickiest thing that I think you could get to look younger is a facelift. And they're wonderful when you first get them. I know I had a facelift, and oh, it was wonderful. All the younger guys were calling me for dates, and oh, I just felt beautiful. You know, we'd go out for dinner, we'd have these romantic evenings. Now, one thing I do have to tell you folks, if you're an older woman dating a younger man, you've got to really watch that when he's around you, you don't leave your purse open so he can see in your purse, you know, or you don't drop your purse and all the stuff falls out. Because if you do, he's liable to see your extra pair of Depends and your tube of Polygrip. It's happened to me a couple times, and I always say, damn, my mother's got my purse again. Okay, let's see where we're going now. Oh, yes. I can't read that. What the hell does it say here? Okay, then we're going to, Jesus, I can't even read it. That's funny, I can't read my own handwriting. Well, listen, folks, you've been a great... No, that's okay. Okay, now, I wanted to talk about if you... This really bothered me because I've lost my place. If you want to look younger, and they think you're younger, and then they realize they think you can do the younger things, okay? Like taking a 5-mile hike up Red Rock Canyon, in the great summertime with all this 90-degree weather. I mean, I made it up to the marker for 3 miles, and then I knew I was gone. And my boy toy was about 5 miles up, just running, having a good time. And so I could feel the whoosh in my head, you know, and the black spots in front of my eyes, and I just keeled over and fainted right in the stuff on the side of the trail and all the bushes. And if it hadn't been for 2 squirrels, 2 squirrels trying to put a nut in my right ear, I would have still been there. But you know what? I really enjoyed the helicopter ride. That was fun. And then there are some kinds of things when you try and do stuff with younger guys, and sometimes it just doesn't work. The big one with me was the tennis. I finally found a younger guy I really liked, and he was sharp. And he liked me, and he said, do you want to play tennis? And I said, well, sure, because I had played tennis before. And I thought, well, we'll do a couple sets, you know, and that'll be it. 3 hours later, in the broiling sun, this sumbitch is jumping around like a flea on the other side of the net, and I can hardly talk, walk, or anything. My hair looks like patent leather. It's all up in stripes. Okay? My workout bra totally gave up and dropped around my knees. It was just awful. And my socks were gone. I think I burned them up. So anyway, I thought to myself, you know what? All of a sudden, a little voice said to me, by God, you better get tough. I mean, if you're going to do this, if you're going to date younger men, and they think you're younger, then by God, you got to get tough and you got to do it. And I did. I suddenly just got strong and tough, and I gave him a backhand that knocked the sumbitch over. And then, after that, I was really proud of myself, because I kept that racket in my hand all the way to the ER in the ambulance. Where the ER staff, you know, right away took me in, put a needle in my arm, and then put this little white bracelet on me. Little white plastic bracelet. It had my whole life on there. My first and last name, my blood type, my real date of birth. And on the top, in big numbers, was my real age. And I thought, Jesus, $20,000 to look 10 years younger, and the medical staff prints the truth on a shitty little white bracelet. I mean, there's just no justice. But anyway, they put me in a room, and of course, as soon as I got in the room and got settled down, the door burst open, and my boy toy came running in. He was real concerned, and all of a sudden I saw him coming across the room, and I thought, oh no, and I took my racket and put it over my left wrist, because I knew he wouldn't be able to see the number on the bracelet, but it was too late. It was too late. He saw it. He comes over to me and looks down at the bracelet and says, 64. What does that mean, huh? I had to think fast. It says 64. Are you sure it's 64? Yes, hon, it says 64. Oh, and I thought of it. I said, oh my God, honey, what? That's how many minutes I have to live. Call a priest and tell my mom I love her. You really have been a good audience.